guys, today I'm going to be replacing the rear coil spring in this 2013 ML350. It's a w166. I see that it was riding low and I looked in there, the spring had cracked, so we're going to replace it. You do not need a spring compressor. You can just lower the arm and take a few bolts out, lower it down, and you can slide that spring right out. Tricky part is getting the old spring out, but I think this spring is gonna fall right out since it's cracked in half. Let's get to it. So the first thing I did, I went to FCP Euro and I got the coil spring. If you go to FCP Euro and you type in your make and model, you'll be able to see which spring that you have. It's actually color coded. This is, I believe this is the brown or the pink one, but you'll be able to see on your spring, or you can look up your VIN number and the dealer will tell you what you got. All right, so let's do that. So before you jack it up, just loosen the lug nuts on this wheel because we'll be taking the wheel off. Okay, so get yourself a jack, get yourself a light. You'll see the mounts here. So use those to jack up the car. I'm actually gonna use these stands too, so I'll show you what to do. Make sure you hit that point. Take the lug nuts out. Okay, wheels off. Let's check this out. So, here's our spring, our coil spring. You see it's cracked in half. This is where it seats right here. And we're gonna take the upper mount. Here's the upper mount here. We still have that. We're gonna take the coil out of here, and then we'll take the bottom piece out off the old spring, and we'll reuse that. You can buy a new one if you want, but you could probably reuse the old one. Okay, first step. Grab another jack and place it under the lower arm. This is the lower arm here. Here we go. This is the lower arm. Here's the shock. Here's the sway bar. So we got your sway bar. Here's the bolt to the sway bar. Here's the shock that connects to the lower arm. This is the bolt that we'll be removing. First will be the sway bar, then the shock. We want to put a jack underneath the lower arm to lower it slowly because you don't want it to drop suddenly because you don't want it to tear, rip a brake line. You don't want the ABS line to snap as well. You don't want to put any tension on it. That's unnecessary. So the sway bar is going to be an 18 millimeter. Okay, so the sway arm bolt is going to just turn. So you're going to actually have to get back there with an 8 millimeter ratchet and hold that, and then you can turn it. Okay, that did the trick. I was able to just hold it using. Okay, so I took that off the back of it. We could just slide this piece out here. And this is gonna, there you go, came loose. All right, just keep track of your bolts. Looks like it's in good condition. Okay, the bolt that connects the shock absorber to the arm is gonna be the hardest bolt. All right, so we're using 24 millimeter on both sides. All right, so I'm gonna use this 24 connect around this side like this, and we're gonna work this end. You might need to use some leg in there, some real force. All right, and I got a nice breaker bar here, and then we're just gonna keep cranking it out, pushing it out. You're gonna get it. Yeah, it takes some brute force, but once you break it, you're good to go. Once it starts to go, you'll be fine. All right, so I've got a motorcycle jack, but I just don't want it to drop suddenly. All right, after you work that out, make sure the jack is there. You take that out. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna grab this bolt here. And then we'll grab this one here. And then just use a breaker bar. It should be easy with a breaker bar, for sure. So we're also going to take off that bolt there, and that's the other side of it there. Okay. This one here is an 18, and then that's an 18 as well, and that was an 18. And so is that, so you're good to go. Okay, so once you get once you get that nut off, you're just gonna wiggle this a little bit. Wiggle this out, and then this will disconnect. You see it separating, and then that'll disconnect. And you're good to go. Let's grab that bolt here. Put a little penetrating oil on everything before I hit it. All right, so you're gonna use a Torx T40 on that one to keep it stabilized, and then use a 21 millimeter to undo the bolt, to undo the nut. And then this seems like it'll be stuck, but if you just take the jack and you raise this up, then this will actually just slide right out. And once that slides out, you're good to go. It's gonna drop. All right, here we go. We're gonna do it really gently now, okay? See. Yep, drop it all the way down. That's a good spot. And just careful of the, make sure there's no tension in any of the wires. Nice. Reposition any wires that might get taut. I put these on the side. Just make sure no wires get caught. Okay. All right, so we got the spring out. I pull that spring out, just it'll actually come out if you just wiggle it. Here's my new spring here. I put the old cap on there. That was really simple. That'll just slide in like this. And then the new cap, you can just take that off. You might need like a screwdriver. Put the screwdriver in here and you pry the old one off, it comes right off. And then you just fit it in. Yeah, so you can pry the old one off, putting a screwdriver in on these little guys here. And then this fits in like this, I'll show you. All right, so this will just snap into place like that. There you go. You got the bottom and the top. Okay, so here's the tip to getting it in. All right, you wanna go from underneath. You do not wanna seat the bottom in first. You wanna seat the top in first, okay? You wanna get this hanger, this clip inside this hole, right? And then you wanna push down on this, and then you wanna seat the bottom. And so first, connect the top, push down on the arm, and then seat the bottom. I'm gonna need both hands to get this thing on, but we're coming in from the bottom here. Okay, so we got it in. That's perfect. So just make sure you match up. There's a groove right there. Make sure that the plastic piece goes into that groove. And then here, just make sure it just goes into the hanger. And you're all set. Looks good. Okay, now I'm gonna jack up the arm and see the shock and the arm are lined up, and then we're gonna thread the bolt right through. Okay, so we got it through. I believe that was a 24 millimeter and 24 in the back, so we're gonna thread that through. So the next thing you wanna do, you wanna get this back in here. I'm gonna get this bolt here, thread it through here, put that in. You don't have to tighten it right now. And then put this clip back on, put that clip back on, route this to here, route this around here, and you're good to go. And then you can put this back if that came out a little bit. Then we're gonna put this back in here. We'll put this bolt back in. So we put the nut on. I didn't tighten it yet, but let me just get the Torx. Remember the Torx T40 on that one. All right, so the cabling is back in. Perfect. Cabling is back in. All right, now we'll put the sway bar back in, and we'll just tighten it up. So I'm gonna just go around and make sure everything is, all the nuts are back in place, then we'll start tightening it up. I used the Torx T40 and the 21, and I tighten that up. All right, grab 2 18s and start tightening these bad boys. Now you're gonna get these 2 bolts. You're gonna tighten these 2 bolts. So these are both 18 millimeter. So crank away. I've been tightening everything now So the spring looks great. It's seated. All the bolts are tightened up. I'm gonna lower the jack, put the wheel on, put the lug nuts on, go for a ride. Okay, put your lug nuts back on. Okay, bring it on down, see how it looks. Wow, back to normal. I'm loving it.